Oh boy. Oh baby. What's going on, everybody? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome to my brand new Let's Play series, Let's Play Pokemon Blue. In the way that I remember playing it, in that lovely 4 shades of gray. It actually reminds me of playing it on my old red Game Boy Pocket, the one right before the Game Boy Color came out, so I didn't even get to experience the colored version of it until later. So this is the way that I remember it most. And we're playing the blue version, by the way, instead of red, for one particular reason. Well, 2 of them, actually. A, blue's my favorite color, so it wins by default there. And 2, Vulpix and Ninetales. I mean, they're 2 of my favorite Pokemon in the game, mainly for visual reasons, not necessarily so much of their combat prowess necessarily, but I love them, and that's what's going on. So, for those of you that don't know, the reason why we're playing this right now instead of later is my capture device and software have totally crapped out on me, making me suspend my active projects, and so I decided to ask you guys whether you wanted me to play this game or not. Oh, there's my baby right there. I remember I asked you guys if you want me to play this because with how insanely popular Pokemon Go is right now, I figured now would be a perfect time to play this game. It seemed like everything, the stars aligned more or less. And so I asked you guys, and the support that I got for it was fantastic. Like, you guys really jumped on board. And so here we go, we're doing it. It's kind of surreal, actually, because I've been doing videos for YouTube for 6.5 years, and I've never done a Pokemon game. It's crazy. I was actually, believe it or not, I was always kind of afraid of doing this game on this channel, because I'll level with you guys real quick. I'm not, like, the greatest player of this game ever. I'm not horrible by any stretch, but I'm not, like, the crazy, you know, super, I have incredible knowledge of everything in this game guy. And so if you were coming into this thinking that you were going to get like this wonderful, skillful, smooth as silk playthrough of this, you have probably come to the wrong place. But you know what? We're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm going to shake off the rust and kind of relearn how to play this again, since it's been about 1.5 to 2 years. And we're gonna laugh plenty. There will undoubtedly be moments of rage in here, I guarantee it. But we're going to have fun with it all the same. So, this is a game that it immediately reminds me of being like 10 years old all over again. Like, it's a game that I can put it down and not play it for, you know, 1, 2, 3 years, and I can pick it up at random, and it will suck me in the exact same way that I remember it doing so when I first played it as a kid. Like, there are so few games in the world that can do that for me, and this is one of them, and I love it with such a passion. And I know I don't really talk about it much on this channel, but it really truly is one of my favorite games, and it always has been. And so the fact that I'm really getting to do this for both myself right now and for you guys is a really cool moment for me. But as we get the opening part started up with going through all the Professor Oak bullshit and you know, choosing names for characters and whatnot, I want to share a moment with you guys that happened to me last night while I was playing Pokemon Go that I thought you guys would enjoy. It was like a moment that I would have died to experience as a 10-year-old playing this game in here and then experiencing it in real life, because the parallels are kind of crazy. So here we go. Let's play some Pokemon Blue, my friends. So last night, I was sitting here at home. I've been doing a lot of sitting and laying down because my legs hurt so much from working out at the gym all the time. And I decided, you know what? I was playing Pokemon Go and really nothing was going on, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out and go for a walk. And just kind of take a little jaunt around my neighborhood, which, by the way, this neighborhood that I live in is the same neighborhood that I grew up in as a little kid. My childhood home is actually like 3 blocks away from where I live right now, so this story is going to be a little crazier once we get to the end of it. But I decided, you know what, I'll throw my headphones in. I've got a couple of eggs that I need to hatch, and so I'll go and log some steps and further myself towards that. So I threw my headphones in, and I just kind of started walking, you know, down my neighborhood, just kind of looking for whatever came up. And I really didn't get much. I mean, I kind of ran into the obvious, just crippling sea of Rattatas and Pidgeys and Weedles and what the fuck ever comes out that you don't even want to bother wasting your Pokeballs for, which I'm super glad I did not indulge in catching those, because that would have really ruined this moment. And so, after I had been out for, I don't know, probably like oops, it would be nice if I could spell. After I'd been out for probably like 25 minutes to a half an hour, and hadn't really encountered much, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to turn around and go home. I need to go for a little Taco Bell run anyways, because I'm starving and it sounds good. It didn't really work out the way I was hoping. I was hoping for LCP for Lovely Cheese Pizza, and now it just looks like LC Pay. But you know what? I don't care. We're gonna go with it. And so I kind of turned back, and I ended up catching a Slowpoke, which was kind of cool. And then I didn't really encounter anything for like another 15 minutes. And by the way, what is Gary doing here? It's always bothered me. Like, it kind of like, I can't really tell because the resolution of that image is so low, but it kind of looks like he's doing that really awkward kind of like three-finger kind of half-wave thing that people do sometimes, where they have their thumb, index finger, and middle finger out, and they just kind of do like this awkward shake of their hands. That's kind of what it looks like he's doing. It's either that or he's flipping me off. I don't know which one it is, but we'll go with the first one. Well, if my name is LCP, and he is the negative to my positive, then he's going to be, God, I need to not go with that. He's going to be PLC, just because. I mean, names really don't mean that much to me in this game. I mean, we only see him just a couple of times anyways, so it's not really going to be a big deal in my life, so there it is. So, yeah, I ended up walking for another 15 minutes without seeing a damn thing, and I was about ready to shut the game down, just thinking, you know, I need to conserve my battery. It's getting kind of low. No big deal. So, I get down to this intersection over by, it's like a block away. Like, I could see my house from where this intersection was, my old childhood house. And I come up to this four-way intersection here, and there's cars going by. And I looked down on my phone because I heard that one popped up, and it was a fucking Snorlax. And I was like, oh shit, I need to get one of these. Like, I don't have one in my roster yet. So I tap on it, and it comes up, and I just had like this immediate like moment of, because like when it showed up, it was directly in the middle of the street, like blocking my path and whatnot. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's like I'm living out the classic Route 11 moment in this game where you encounter Snorlax and he's in the middle of the road blocking it, and the only way that you can, you know, get him to go away is either by, you know, making him faint or catching him. And I was like, holy shit, dude, this is actually happening. Like, I'm more or less living the in-game moment as a 28-year-old in real life. How awesome is that? And so, and it was even crazier too. Like, just like in this game, you know, when you wake him up with the Poke-Flute, he's a pretty hard dude to catch, especially with standard Pokeballs. Like, sometimes it can take you up to 30 of them to catch him. And it took me, I shit you not, it took me 31 Pokeballs to catch this bastard. Like, I used, like, all of the things to try to make it easier, and, like, my throws were good, too. Like, I was either getting, like, nice or great throws every time I was tossing these things, and he just kept on breaking out, like, every time. I'd get that 2 count on him, and he'd always bust out. And I finally broke him down, and I caught him. And I was just like, holy shit, I finally got him! And I lived out that moment, and it was so surreal. And then I remember looking over to my left, and I looked over at my old house, and I was like, holy shit, man. Like, 10-year-old me would have absolutely died to have lived this moment. And how surreal is it that I'm living through it right now? It was just, it was super cool, man. It reminded me of my childhood, and it was just like a really awesome thing. And how cool is it that the Niantic company, or whoever it is that made the game, like, they finally did it, you know? They helped us realize our fantasy of being a 10-year-old kid, or whatever age you were when you were playing it, and then we could finally go out and have moments like that. Like, I shared it with all my friends, and everybody was like, oh, that's super cool, man, and I took a picture of it, and I'll actually, you know what, I'll put it up for you guys so you can see it. It's pretty nifty. Is that not awesome or what? It's great. I know I'm like fanboying the shit out of this moment right now, but I thought you guys would enjoy it, so that's what's going on. And now here we are, and we're gonna pick our starting Pokemon, and I know I'm probably gonna catch some flack for this, because I feel like a lot of people get that whole thing going on when they do this, and I always thought it's funny that we get to go first. Like, we're not even related to him at all, and he lets us go first. It's fucking funny. I'm gonna take Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my dog, man. He's always been the guy that I start these off with, and it helps primarily that his weight is 15 pounds, and that's my favorite number. I love 15, so it certainly helps. And you know, if you're gonna give me flack for it, that's totally fine. I will take it in stride. It's all good. I really hope he doesn't take Charmander, but I'll bet he will, which is gonna be a pain in my ass. Am I gonna give him a nickname? Probably not. What are you taking? He's gonna do it. That's gonna be a pain in the ass later. He's gonna light my shit on fire. Don't put it out with your boots, Ted! Don't tell me my business, devil woman! Alright, we get to have a little brawl here, and I really hope to God that I don't lose this fight. If I lose this fight, I'm gonna be pissed. It'd be so stupid. I mean, I shouldn't, because usually this fight ends up being like him just spamming growl at me like a billion times. So, hopefully I should be able to pull this off. And here we go, okay. Oh, am I gonna kick your ass or what? Yeah, you go right... Oh, okay. Alright. He's throwing bows right now. I just hope I can match. Oh my god, he's just going for the gusto right now. 2 crits in a row. I'm gonna totally lose this fight, man. Oh my god! We're gonna lose this fight! He never spams Scratch like that. He usually always goes... Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh man, that is great. That's not how I was hoping to start this series off, by... by just getting absolutely worked by PLC. That is not good, man. If that's any indication for how this may end up going, that's not a good sign. He's like, what the fuck was that, man? How do you lose to him? He's like, alright, whatever. Okay, so, with that said... okay, well, you know what? I think we're actually going to start right here. I need to kind of take a step back and think about my life for a moment after losing the opening battle of this, which I feel like really doesn't happen that often. Like, I think that might be the very first time I've ever played this game that he just spammed all scratches without a single growl or a leer or anything. That was so weird. Oh well. Okay, my friends, I know this is a fairly short episode, but I just wanted to get the intro out of the way and share that moment with you guys, just because I thought it was pretty cool. And when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Pokemon Blue, the journey has begun. So let's walk into the tall grass and let the whole thing unfold. Until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.